I'm fascinated by this prospect and the two-way experiment the organization is trying with him. The early returns are good. I'm sold. I believe in this. I think it's going to work long-term. Jim Callis of MLB Pipeline is with me today. Jim, what's your take?
Yeah, I've been really impressed. Yeah, we talked back on draft day about how difficult it is, when you look at a guy, is he a hitter, is he a pitcher, he has both options, to maybe try to do both because, one, it's a lot of work to try to make it either way, and also one takes away from the other. But so far, he's balanced it very nicely. I know from looking at him, I'm not really sure, is he better as a hitter or as a pitcher? I love the way this is playing out so far.
And it's so exciting for fans of prospects and fans of baseball in general to see a guy doing this kind of thing. It opens up a world of possibilities as to what might be.
Oh, definitely. I mean, if you could see more of these guys, it would be exciting. I think back to the Dave Winfields of the world, who some guys will tell you is an even better pitcher than he was as an outfielder, and he was a Hall of Fame outfielder. Or when I first started covering guys, John Olerud, people don't remember, was a great pitcher at Washington State, kind of a finesse lefty. And for years, it's like, well, we better pick one because we want the guy to be the best at that, and it's just too much work.
Right.
And now we're seeing teams willing to experiment and see if they can make this happen.
He's getting some great results on the mound early in his pro career, and people around the game are taking notice. One of those people is Jonathan Mayo of MLB Pipeline, who joins me now. Jonathan, what are you seeing when you look at him out there on the mound?
There's nothing more exciting than seeing a guy going from the amateur game to the pro game and hitting the ground running. He's really taken to the pro instruction. You've seen all of his stuff take a step forward in the way he's using his pitches. He works quickly. He throws a lot of strikes. The command has really gotten much better. And as a result, the players behind him love it because they're ready to go on each and every pitch. There's not a lot of wasted time. The development he's already made in such a short period of time has a big up arrow next to his name.
Minor League Baseball now on the show as our coverage comes to you from the AA Central. Today it's the rubber match of this three-game series between the San Antonio Missions and the Midland Rockhounds. It's baseball on the show, and it's coming up next. Taylor Hurd, a right-hander from the Keystone State, gets the ball as the starter in this one. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, Matt, we're getting a look at a guy that's really dependable. Last three starts, ERA just under 3.00, and that's some pretty good pitching. Minimizes the amount of walks, keeps his hits down, and if he can do more of the same of that, he should have some pretty good fortune in this one here.
Next to stand in is Fernando Jr. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. Now the pitch. Well above the letters with the fastball that time. You've probably heard a lot about his two-way player ambitions, but it's going to be a challenge to make sure he gets enough reps in either role to really fulfill his potential.
Matt, that's going to be the key, getting reps, whether that's in the field or on the mound. And it's so hard to concentrate on two things at the same time. One of the luxuries you have as a pitcher, you have time that you can throw on the mound in between starts before a game. You don't always have that luxury being an everyday player. It's going to be interesting to see how they mix the right amount of reps on the mound and to get this guy some ABs.
Here's a fly ball, well hit. Long run for the center fielder. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. So a fairly painless top of the first. So it's on to the bottom of inning number one, no score. So to get his day started at the plate, Chase Calabwig comes in hitting just a hair below 300 this season. On its way, the 0-2 pitch. A double play ball to second. 4 to second for 1. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. An inning in the books. No score here on the show. Now to the plate, Fernando Jr. flew out last time up.
The shortstop, Fernando Jr.
First pitch on the way. And there's a line drive base hit to left field.
Round it.
Man, this guy's really starting to swing the stick again, D-Roll. That extends his hitting streak to 9 games.
Yeah, he's leaking into 3 series right here now. 9 games, that's getting firm. He's seeing the ball well, and he's making the proper adjustments at the plate.
And he'll dive back in safely. Popped him up. Diaz is over, and he puts it away for the first out. Next up is Jason Villa. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. A dive, but he's back. And again a throw. Throw is up the line as it gets away. Another throw over. And a dive, but he's back in. Once more, a throw over. Runner back safely. He's running again. Strike called. Now the throw down. It skips in and he's safe. Close play, but he's in there.
Well, they threw over there multiple times thinking he was going to try to swipe that bag, so they were onto him, but he just waited it out and took off when he had the chance. Nice job of base running there.
Next, it'll be Jason Villa. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Jason Villa.
Hit in the air down the right field line. Long run for the right fielder. He makes the play. Really had to hustle to get to that one. 2 gone now. So now into the box is Jackson Whitaker. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Jackson.
All right, come on now. Let it fly.
Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 man left aboard. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go, all tied at 1-1. Next, here is Edwin Diaz. He doubled his last time up.
Edwin Diaz.
Now the 2-1. A bouncer to the left side. Scooped up. And the off-balance throw beats him at first, and that's a tough play. And now in the box, Dave Coleman comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. Good lead off a second there. Now the pitch. Grounded to short. He's got it. Oh, he may have been a little disoriented there or something. That's striding in is Tyler Ramirez. It was a backwards K, a strikeout looking for him in his last at-bat. To short. And the 2-out threat won't pay off. The inning is over. No runs, a hit, 2 left. We're through 5 here at the ballpark, all tied at 1-1. Ready now is Fernando Jr. Singled in his last at-bat.
Yeah, Matty, pressure's off right now. He extended his hitting streak that last plate appearance. Now he gets to get back into his zone, work on his craft, and try and drive something in the gap.
Swing and a shot toward right center. McDonald is there, and how about that? A 3-pitch inning as the side is retired. Nothing doing here this half. Heart of the order, 3, 4, and 5 coming up. All tied at 1-1. Now to bat, Fernando Jr. trying to bring in the tying run from third here.
Jr.
Hey, see it. Your turn right here. Drop in. Here you go. Hey, your turn. Drop him in. What's up for us, kid? Looking good. No one better up there. Here we go. Hey, here we go. Hey, drop him in. No one better.
Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery.
There are a couple of points in every game that could decide winning or losing. This is one of those critical spots. Time to make some great pitches.
The 1-0. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. He's in there at the plate. It's a big 2-out hit, and that ties the ball game. And this will not be close, and the run will score easily.
You know, it's awfully difficult to score runs late in the game after being down by 1, D-Row. That base hit drives in 2. That's a huge base hit.
What a momentum swing. What an AB right there. Now you got to grab your leather and go out and flash some D for the boys.
And he misses with it for ball 4, so the bases will be loaded now with 2 away.
These guys on defense are still within striking distance, but after that walk, one swing of the bat could really blow this thing wide open.
Now at the plate, here is Jason Villa, and he's got an opportunity to turn this narrow lead into a wide one if he can cash in here. Here's a weakly hit fly ball off to the left side. Holden is there, and he puts it away as they're able to escape with only limited damage on the scoreboard. So they wind up with 2 in the inning, but it could have been a lot worse as they leave the bases loaded. Not too many more shots left, Holden.
Man, we were treated to a nice pitcher's duel in this one. Both starters throwing strikes, they worked deep, and both were in command of the game. It really came down to a few key at-bats. This was a fun game to watch.
A 1-run game this afternoon, 3-2 the final finish. The Missions came through late, taking the lead in the 8th to secure the victory. Elliot Ashbeck claims the win out of the pen, his first.